Good evening. It will likely be at least a few more months before transit riders in the East End are hopping on the LRT. OC Transpo is providing a new timeline for the opening of the O-Train East Extension, saying it will not be up and running until early 2026. The trains will run from Blair Station and make several stops, including at Jeanne d'Arc and Place d'Orléans, before ending at Trim. CTV's Leah Larocque joins us now with more on this. Leah.
Well, Patricia, without committing to an exact date, OC Transpo boss says it's definitely achievable for transit riders in Orléans to ride the LRT in early 2026, reiterating that that is the goal, but they won't rush it and will only open it to passengers when it's safe and ready.
Light rail in Orléans, almost ready, but many riders are still guessing on a date.
So we're looking at the new year now. And I'm looking forward to that train. It takes me an hour and a half, 2 hours to get home sometimes.
Now a closer timeline of the opening of the East Extension of the Confederation Line.
We like to talk quarters. Are we talking in the first quarter, or are we talking the first couple of months? You can't do December, it's Christmas. You can't do January, people are on holidays.
OC Transpo boss Troy Charter saying early 2026 is achievable.
You know, at this point in time, a lot of things still need to go right, but it's definitely achievable to say Q1.
The East Extension will run from Blair Road all the way to Trim Road. It was originally supposed to open in 2022. Then it was pushed to 2024, then 2025, and now scheduled for some time before April 2026.
It's going to be interesting how it works out.
It's always packed. It's full. There's some weird scents. The escalators aren't usually working.
The city is counting on the East End Extension opening for potential revenue as part of next year's budget. Also included in the budget is a 2.5% fare increase for transit users.
It's just hard to swallow the fare increase with the kind of service that it provides.
So they cancel a lot of journeys, especially in the winter. We are freezing in the station.
Ridership did get a bump this fall with more people using transit in September and October, but ridership is still only at 80% of pre-pandemic levels.
0 to 10, say solid 4.
Why?
Delays, the fares going up.
I don't want to use the word happy, but I'm happy that we've been able to sustain the level of service we've had, given the challenges that we faced. But I recognize we need to show improvement, and that's something that you're all expecting, and something our customers are expecting to see as well, and we're committed to that.
So what has to go right to meet that early 2026 target? They need to work out all the deficiencies and safety issues. They also need to go through a process called the substantial completion. Independent certifiers need to sign off, and then they need to undergo a complete trial running period, and it has to be successful. Patricia.
It's a lot. And Leah, the Transit Committee approved the 2026 transit budget today, but we know councillors are also looking at some other changes for riders next year.
Absolutely. So council will now vote on that fare hike, but they're also going to weigh in on a plan that could make transit more affordable. That includes things like free rides for those under 18 on weekends and on holidays, or extending the transfer window, so that would save commuters paying more than once on a single trip. But of course, all of that costs money, and there's already a $47 million hole in the transit budget, so it isn't clear exactly where the money for that will come.